Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux podcast. Coming at ya! Oof, it's getting good. From the local 218 studios, I'm here with my brother.
I ate absolute.
God. He's freaking getting
Every time.
getting bit by dogs, farted on by cats. What was it? 2 weeks ago, he just had nothing but news about. Poop again. All right. Anyways, over to Gabe Johnson.
Dave, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. So now that we've been doing video, I've noticed that the whole beginning of the episode, I just fiddle with this knob. But most of the time, I don't even turn it. I just touch it.
You're just yeah.
As though
I've
I'm doing
noticed that
something.
I'm in the center of the frame. Hello,
The whole
everybody.
time, the whole
Hello,
time.
and congratulations.
Hello and congratulations. Anything new with you?
Yeah, we played a little hockey game this weekend against Northern Lakes, who beat us a couple weeks ago, 4-1.
Okay, how'd
We
it
came
go?
back and beat them 8-4.
All right.
So
that was the first game you played, 4-1. Your son let up 4 goals right away, immediately.
yep. And then nothing in the second and third. And then this time he let 4 out intermittently to keep them in the game.
Yeah.
But the offense was on point. Right.
Nice. Of course.
Is it offense in hockey? I don't even know what you said.
Yeah, it's still offense.
forwards.
There's.
Skaters.
I would say you still have offense because you definitely have defense. There are the defenders. So sure.
And then
Yeah.
there are the attackers.
The attackers.
You
The
don't have
attackers
offense,
were
you have
excellent.
attack.
Ooh, I like that. I like that better. Yeah, you're attacking with sticks, even better.
Yeah,
even better.
so eat that, Pequot Lake.
Oh, it was Pequot you lost to? Your son let up 4 goals to Pequot?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
They're a good program up
Yeah,
there.
they got close to Breezy Point. They got ice time up there. All right. Anything else new with you?
Nah, that's about it.
All right, good enough. All right, and welcoming back to the podcast for a second time, one and only Mr. Steven McKnight.
Mazel tov.
How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic, and I'm just happy to be in the shot this time. Dave had his damn mic stand blocking me the entire time.
We've reconfigured the
nice.
mics.
He's opened it up.
We've
nice.
reconfigured the mics. Your mic now has a couple rubber bands from asparagus that I ate last night, holding it up to make sure that it still functions.
I'm glad that it's organic. I'm looking at it right now.
Better than that GMO was.
I for sure didn't do that on purpose. I can tell you right now. Another $1?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Unconscionable.
The other night, I went to the store to get some just random supplies from Cub Foods,
And asparagus.
a little bit extra food, and Callie had asked for yellow and orange peppers, or yellow and red peppers, and I got to the store, and the yellow and red peppers were $1.99 a piece. But the green peppers were 99 cents a piece. And so I got home and informed her that she was getting green peppers.
Oh, no. That is way different.
Yeah.
Don't worry, because I opened the fridge today. There's a bunch of cut up yellow and orange peppers. She just went and got her own peppers. So I was for $1?
And now you have
$1?
Now you have green peppers that are going to go bad in about a week.
Yeah, they were already kind of questionable when I got them. So, but I like green peppers. I'm a big fan of peppers.
Turn red eventually, right? Don't protect.
As long as they're on the vine.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was true. Like someone had said that, and I go, "There's no possible way that that's actually the case."
It's
yeah.
weird. I saw it happen accidentally in my kitchen. Yeah,
It's so weird.
just from laziness.
Unbelievable.
It's
It's not laziness. That's pepper neglect.
Yeah. And
Same-
a wonder of nature.
Same thing with Sriracha. Sriracha, actually, the company that owns that pays extra for their jalapenos to be extra ripened to get to that red state. So they have that nice red color.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprised you didn't know that.
Why?
Surprised you didn't know it.
Seems like
My
the
house
dumbass trivia I would know.
don't turn red. They start turning just like darker green, almost black gray on the vine.
On
if
the
you leave
vine?
them on the
Okay.
vine, yeah.
Well, evidently that's the case.
Maybe
So
they get red after that.
they must get red after that. Yeah.
I think it's a long curve for them to get. I have no idea.
I don't know.
No idea what I'm talking about.
Enough about peppers. What's
Enough
going on
about
with you?
peppers. Oh, what's going on with me? Well, I'm glad to be here after I had a really amazing idea for a show that I totally blew at the last minute. We were supposed to do a Black Friday is like my favorite news day of the year. Screw elections and all that crap. I love the redneck insanity people clawing and climbing over each other to get cheap TVs at Walmart, and there's always like a minor stampede.
Yeah.
And some lady, leaves her kids in the car to get $10 off a Nintendo game, and they freeze to death or something. and then
My favorite news, of course, my favorite news.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
frozen child.
Yeah. And so that was my idea. I was like, Black Friday, we're going to come in and just do like a redneck ruckus roundup, all the craziest Black Friday news. And then Saturday, I started, and there was nothing. Nothing happened.
People evidently have given up on the free TVs.
Yeah. Well, it's, long live Cyber Monday, I guess.
Yeah.
We just fight it out with mice now. And it depresses me. I miss the violence, the consumerism just run amok, and it's. I think
Who's
it's
going to fight over the Furbies?
I
Who
don't
is
know.
going to fight over the Furbies?
Yeah.
Can we just mention what is happening? Is this above us? Where is this happening at?
I think somebody is being bludgeoned to death in the salon next door.
It doesn't sound good.
Jesus. If it sounds like there's a woolly mammoth trying to burst into the building, I apologize.
Okay, that's intentional. It's got to be.
Yeah, no, that was intentional. All right, well, whatever that was is done. So unbelievable.
Somebody's messing with you.
Yeah,
They
are
Are we
hear
live
everything
streaming?
we're
They
doing.
like watching us upstairs.
We're definitely getting screwed with right now. Anyways, you had a great idea, and I appreciate it. It was because the other thing I said to Scott was is we need to find more people that are willing to just come do shit.
Yeah.
Between Scott and I, it's we take turns on who does what, just to kind of give ourselves a little break. It was
Tim,
great.
I would
review a movie.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah, Tim Severson, official movie reviewer. Can we get one review?
I was going to print the stories out. I was going to do a report. I was going to wear a blazer. I wasn't.
Instead, you would Saved by the Bell.
Instead, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank God that didn't
Those are my
happen.
polls. Yeah.
All right, so this week we're going to play a game. Everyone knows what time it is.
Game time, who?
All right. And this week's game is based off of last week we played the game Sci-Fi or Scientology. I had a lot of fun with rewriting a couple of scenarios, if you will, synopsises. And I really enjoyed the one from Men in Black. So I rewrote that. You guys, your response to that, I really enjoyed. So I decided this week, let's talk about Christmas movies. And so what I have done is went in and rewrote the synopsis of a couple Christmas movies. And then you guys are going to guess which movie it is. Some of them are a little bit more cryptic than others. Mostly it's just, can you guys guess what movie this is? So this game is called Plot Twist. Christmas edition. And the way this is going to work is you're going to buzz in using your name. When you think you know what the answer is, you're going to buzz in, use your name, and then you're going to say what it is. First person to buzz in and get it gets a point. Yeah. Wow. We're all over the map
Gabe,
right now.
Die Hard.
Yeah. Incorrect. Negative 1 point to Gabe. So there are we've got 5 movies, and then we've got the penultimate round, and then of course the championship round.
Penultimate round. Gabe, Christmas Vacation.
So instead of just having Gabe list movies, let's get started. You guys understand the rules? Can we go? Okay.
Close enough.
All right. Question number 1. A Christmas party celebrating another successful year takes place on Christmas Eve. A father and his attempts to build his relationship with his son.
Gabe, Santa Claus.
The correct answer is from 1994, The Santa Claus.
1994?
Yeah, 1994.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was way later.
The second
With Tim
one.
Allen?
Yep.
I waited so long to buzz in. I probably had that after 3
Yeah.
votes.
Would you have got it after
The best sales year, whatever. When you said that,
Okay.
I knew what it was.
a father attempts to rebuild his relationship, only have it go up in flames, and end up at Denny's for dinner. The evening later that evening, the two are awakened by a noise on the roof, and the father inadvertently makes Santa fall, and he himself magically recruited to take his place. 1994, The Santa Claus.
Up until the sales thing. It could have been Die Hard.
It starts at an annual banquet.
I was like, yeah, I was just trying to heal some family. Okay, yeah, no.
Could have been Die Hard. I started off with that one because my kids. I love Christmas, so I love the.
Me too.
Yeah, I love the nostalgia of it. I love the. It's just a really peaceful, cheerful time, as far as I'm concerned. Jolly. But I apologize to the listeners. You're just going to have to listen to someone banging on the freaking building. I don't know what we're banging on, but we're banging on everything. My two youngest ones, we put on Santa Claus, and they just loved it. They actually absolutely love that movie. They've now watched all three of them. There's a Netflix show now as well. We haven't started that, but they've watched all three. Wanted to go back to the first one. They really enjoy it. I do. Whenever I watch stuff like that, though, I love, like in my head, I start picturing like the sales pitch for it. You know, how you got the movie made. And the first one is easy. They're like, they got to the end and they do the hand wringing. The Santa Claus. The second one was a bunch of people sitting around and they're like, I don't know, what are we gonna do? And then somebody's like, holy shit. Takes a drag off his cigarette.
Is that the clone one?
No, I got it. The Mrs. Claus.
Oh, yeah. Right, there's a clause in the contract.
Yeah.
And now there's a Claus. It also is a Mrs. Hold on.
Yep.
The Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
So that's a good movie. Anyways, 1 point to Gabe, 0 points to, I have Dave written down, but that is definitely a ST. Steve Mack. 0 points to Scott, 0 points to Steve Mack, and 1 point to Gabe.
So what about that? Did you rewrite?
I didn't rewrite any of it. Didn't rewrite any of it.
So you're just you're just reading plot synopses.
He actually has a stack of VHS tapes underneath the desk, and
yeah.
he's just reading the backs of them.
Yeah, okay, pretty much. All right. Question number 2. A Christmas party celebrating another successful year takes place on Christmas Eve. A father is working late and neglects to secure the gift he was tasked with procuring. The father vows to get his son this gift for Christmas. However, every store is sold
Gabe,
out.
Jingle All the Way.
From 1996, it is Jingle All the Way.
I could see the poster. That's
Filmed in Minnesota.
oh yeah.
Filmed in Minnesota, absolutely.
Really?
There was a time frame in the mid 90s where everything was filmed in
Like
Minnesota.
the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty
Brought
Ducks.
a bunch of
Yeah.
people
Yep.
to Minnesota to film movies. and then-
Mallrats, Jingle All the Way. They just
disappeared.
kept going.
D2 was the
Fargo?
first I ever knew of Minnesota. That was the first thing I
Yeah, from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I was like, what is this mall with roller coasters? What a magical place.
Yeah, that's right.
Turns out it's
Yeah.
It does. All right. Question number 3. A Christmas party celebrating another successful year takes place on Christmas Eve. A father boards an airplane to see
Scott, Die Hard.
from 1988. Die Hard. See, I've rewrote these. They're all the same. They all start out exactly
they all
the
start
same.
with the same
are
sentence.
exactly
Christmas party.
And then I just copied and pasted after that. Anyways, a father boards an airplane to go see his family on the other side of the country. A sworn officer tries to save his estranged wife and several others taken during a Christmas party in Los Angeles. And of course, that is Die Hard. So arguments always take place whether or not Die Hard is or is not a Christmas movie. When we started this podcast, 2014, that was a hot button issue. Mm-hmm. We were hard into the camp of Die Hard is a Christmas movie because every year we watched Die Hard as a family on Christmas, on or around Christmas.
Yeah, I took the opposite stance.
Yes, you did.
And
Really?
yeah, I say it's not a Christmas movie. Over the years, I've changed my opinion, and I don't give a shit.
That's ultimately what it comes
If it's a Christmas movie to you, it's a Christmas movie to you.
You say that. I have a little Funko Pop of the Tony dude that has the ho 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 written on his sweater.
Mm-hmm.
I have that on our mantle right now above our stockings. Okay, this is a very serious thing.
Your stockings are already hung?
Yeah, we did it this last weekend. Stockings,
good on
Christmas
ya.
lights, yeah.
Good on ya.
I had to put up some of that heat coil. We actually had, where you get the ice dams. Well, my whole life I heard about ice dams. I was like, what a bunch of bullshit. That isn't real. And then last year it's like, hey, our ceiling's leaking. So then this year I had to get up on a goddamn ladder. And of course I waited until after it got cold. So the shingles are all frozen, and there's nothing more.
Yeah, who would put up a heat coil in June?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I put it up after it snowed and iced. I was like, hey, I probably should have done that. And then it just happened to be kind of nice this last weekend. I'm over ladders. I'm over them. I'm completely over ladders. The last time that I enjoyed a ladder was before I tried climbing that one in the water tower, that 40-foot ladder up to the top of the water tower, because I had to take pictures over the top of it. So
with a curved base that the ladder is sitting on.
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
It's 40 feet, and it's basically at a 15-degree angle, and then you get up about 6 feet, and the whole thing bows in, and so then you're climbing straight up.
15 is 75, actually.
It is tilted at a 15-degree angle. Anyways, Gabe. Now I just...
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. No,
It's
everybody.
tilted.
Everybody measures their angles from the top.
Don't...
From up.
I had never...
You start at 90 degrees
Yeah, that's right.
and just call that 0.
It's tilted 15 degrees down. It's up. Up is up. Up isn't 180. It isn't 90. Okay, it's at a 75-degree angle. However, it has only when you're on it and it feels like it's going straight up and down. The 15 is all you got. That's what I'm saying. That's not and
Negative 50.
I'm okay.
Ladder
with it.
geometry.
I'm okay with it. You've burned your nope button. I'm okay with that
Mine,
one.
Scott's got his.
Oh, all right. I didn't realize we were handing out multiple nopes. Speaking of which, Nope, the movie Nope. Any interest in that movie at all?
Nope.
No, nope. Callie turned it on the plane the other day, and I looked at it, and I was like,
I'm watching Black Hawk Down. Thank you very much.
how are you not watching? I thought the entire plane was watching Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, everybody else on this plane.
Why would you not watch the Crash movie?
Yeah,
where we all die?
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, question number 4. On the outskirts of town, a revenge-seeking loner plots to ruin Christmas for all the citizens he feels...
Scott,
Gabe the Grinch.
the Grinch.
That was
I will accept
Steven, how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Steven gets the point!
Oh, get out.
Steven gets the point!
Well, but they have the animated one that is the Grinch.
Okay, I'm gonna give you both half a line. Steven, you get a full point. Scott, you get half.
What's the Jim Carrey one?
How the Grinch stole Christmas?
Then the
The animated
DreamWorks
one is
the Grinch.
And technically, I don't think in the animated one he is out for revenge because they've wronged him. I think they shoehorned that into the Jim Carrey one. It was like, oh, we're gonna give him a backstory where all these weird chin
He was
people.
a kid and everybody was mean to him.
Everyone was mean to him. Yeah, someone bought a clipper. Yeah. So
And then at the end of that movie, everything's groovy. Everything's groovy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go ahead, be mean to kids. They'll come back in the end.
Yeah.
not only will they come back, they will save Christmas.
Yeah, they'll make everything better. As long as you're mean to them when they're really little.
Yeah.
When they grow up, they'll save your Christmas. I guess.
This is wild. I was at the playground with my kid the other day. There's just nobody anywhere, snow on the ground, and we hear a motorcycle just doing
The Grinch.
just going around in full Grinch outfit, playing the "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" song, just blaring from his motorcycle.
Yeah.
And we try to wave to him, and he was just straight ahead. Didn't even look at us or anything.
Committed to the bit.
It's just way committed. Who is it?
So I believe that was Toys for Kids. I believe they had him over by Ace Hardware. They had the Toys for Kids thing with the Marines, and I believe that's where I saw a photo of that.
Okay, because
Grinch
this was
on a Harley.
This was in North Brainerd, a couple blocks from Gregory Park, where nothing was happening. Was he riding home, or was he just spreading?
I don't know.
Kevin Yeager.
It probably was Kevin Yeager. And potentially maybe this guy just showed up at the Toys for Kids, and they were like, "Hey, come on in, get in the photos."
You're a part of it.
You're a part of it. 0 points for Scott. So the score is 1-2-1, just because I want to even things out. All right. Question number 5.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
2 self-minded individuals manage not to call the cops as they are terrorized by their next-door neighbor during the holiday season. He screams profanity on the front lawn, runs his chainsaw at all hours of the night, and manages to break not one, but 2 of their windows, all without so much as an apology. It all comes to a head when the SWAT team breaks down their door because this unruly neighbor has kidnapped someone.
Wow. Just dead silence.
SWAT Team Christmas movie?
Chainsaws at all hours of the night.
Oh, Gabe.
Is this the first one you've rewritten to not be a
Christmas-
movie?
Christmas Vacation.
From 1989, it is Christmas Vacation. So a little, let's lift up the hood.
Look under the hood.
Let's look under the hood here. I didn't have a lot of time. So, so this is what I want to do with this game. The rest of them didn't so much end up that way.
I thank you.
Yeah, come on, that's clever as all hell. It's a Christmas Vacation.
I
Whatever
see it
gives
in
me the lead, I'm
retrospect,
taking it.
yeah.
That's why I went there. It's like I suppose that could fit.
They're just minding their own business, and their neighbor's just being a freaking ruffian, breaking their windows, running a chainsaw. Some dude in a RV is parked right outside their door, right outside their door on Christmas, and yet they managed to not call the cops, only to have the cops break down their door. So,
When you say you were crunched for time, is that because I messaged
Yes.
you like 2 hours ago
Yes.
and was
Yes,
like, hey, remember that great idea I had? No, not happening.
yeah, I was like, hey, I bet I can do that.
I'm impressed.
and then
That's good.
and then I realized I can do it. I can.
You could.
Listen, we're doing it. So, it's
too late now.
So Gabe has 3 points. That means Gabe, you are in the championship.
Jesus, hold on to the
Wow.
pen.
Dropped the pen twice. Gabe's in the championship. This one is for Scott and Steve McKnight. A family embarks on a vacation to celebrate Christmas. Little do they know that one of them will have the adventure of a lifetime when they become separated.
Scott, Home Alone.
2 criminals embark on a burglary scheme.
Scott, Home Alone 2.
Steven, would you like to buzz in? Because he's already done. He doesn't get to buzz back in. Would you like to buzz in?
I was waiting for more detail.
Burglary
Rings.
scheme. I wrote scheme afterwards. That is thwarted by this young citizen who has been living on his own for multiple days.
Are you trying to give me the point?
He's wrong. It is not Home Alone.
Oh my God! Read it again. What?
Is it Casa Solo?
Speaking of Casa Solo, Will Ferrell has the movie Casa de Mi Padre, and it's completely in Spanish because they decided, hey, what if we made a movie in Spanish? He understands nothing that he's saying in the entire movie, and the entire movie is in Spanish just because they wanted to commit to the bit of making a movie in Spanish. Yeah, the House of My Father. And it's just all in Spanish, just because he wanted to do it. Like
He's underrated as a comedian.
that alone is because the whole joke is just that they did it. It's not even that the movie is good or not.
It's like your screenplay.
Yeah, exactly. So Home Alone is incorrect.
Holy moly.
I'm gonna read this again.
Shots fired.
Shots are always fired. I didn't even take offense to it. It just seemed like average day. A family embarks on a vacation to celebrate Christmas. Little do they know that one of them will have the adventure of a lifetime when they become separated. 2 criminals embark on a burglary scheme.
That's great.
Yep. That is thwarted by this young citizen who has been living on his own for multiple days. It is not Home Alone. It is not Home. It is not Home Alone.
Man,
I'm gonna.
you did well on this one.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Unless you're just lying.
No,
Yeah.
it's you're overcomplicating it. It's not Home Alone.
It's not Home Alone what?
Didn't he say Home Alone 2?
It doesn't count.
He doesn't get 2 guesses.
He doesn't get two
Get
guesses.
I guess Steven Home Alone 2.
The answer from 1992
Lost in New York.
is
Sorry,
Home,
Lost in New York. Sorry.
is Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Scott, I'm sorry, I can't
that's
accept.
just
That's why I was waiting for details. I thought Home Alone right away, and then I thought that he hasn't gotten to the pertinent details to differentiate.
And I never do. They never gets to the actual separation of the two.
Yeah.
That just makes you a jerk.
Well, it does say that little do they know that they've been separated. So,
Right.
all right, Gabe and Scott, this is for all the marbles. Or, excuse me, Gabe and Steven McKnight.
man.
This is for all the marbles.
Damn it.
Gabe, you have 3 points, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Steve, you kind of have 2 points, sort of. I don't know if I count any of those points, but somehow you are in the championship.
Well, you stole 2 points from Scott.
Yeah, basically.
All right,
On semantics, not even knowing the answer.
the final question. A frustrated businessman is visited by a spiritual being and shown what life would have been like had he never
Gabe,
existed.
A Christmas Story.
It is not A Christmas Story. This one is tough. A frustrated businessman is visited by a spiritual being and shown what his life would be like had he never existed.
Stephen, A Christmas Carol.
It is also not A Christmas
Scott,
Carol.
The Muppets. The Muppet Christmas
It
Carol.
is not a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh
Aaron.
my God.
Christmas Carol, yeah. Christmas stories with, yeah.
I was trying to get you at A Christmas Carol. It is not A Christmas Carol. It is a classic. Anyone can buzz in for the win. It is a classic Christmas movie, and I'll give you the year 1946.
Gabe, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Gabe Johnson, you are the winner. It
What?
is
Wait a
a
minute.
wonderful life.
Yeah. I guess it applies. I'm gonna let that one slide, but I got
Christmas
qualms.
Story. I didn't even
got
say
qualms.
A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I went, totally.
Yeah, you should even get a point for that.
That's a terrible answer.
I'll accept it.
Gabe Johnson, you are the winner. Go ahead and say something to your fans.
Hello and congratulations.
Hello and congratulations has been had. Gabe,
I'm proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm pretty proud of you as
I'm
well.
a big fan of Christmas movies.
I am as well. All right, so let's go around the table real quick. Best Christmas movie.
Pass.
Pass.
You can't just drop that on me. I gotta think.
Okay,
Oh, the
think.
answer's Home
Yeah.
Alone.
Okay, yeah.
The answer is Home Alone. I was 9 years old
Yep.
when Kevin was left home as 9
Yes.
years old.
Yeah.
And just fucking dominated
Yeah.
the world. Like,
Yes.
okay.
I looked
movie
just
ever.
like him.
Yes.
I felt that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. There's a few you watch every year.
Yeah.
I watch Charlie Brown every year with my
Ooh.
kids, and they love that. It's terrible.
Oh,
It's terrible.
It used to
There's
be-
a lot of terrible ones that you just watch. And
those
Yeah.
ones.
is tradition.
Well, that's why I was glad to hear that your kids liked the Santa Claus, because you show your kids these movies and you're like, dude, it's a classic. You're
Yeah.
gonna love. And then as soon as it starts, you're like, oh my god. Like, I made my kids watch Space Jam, and like 10
no.
minutes into it, I was like, you guys, I'm so sorry.
My kids
like
like
don't
Space
don't listen to me. Oh my god, it's awful.
So part of the reason why I brought this up is because the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was on, and we were getting ready for Thanksgiving, and I turned it on for the little ones and was like, oh, they'll like it, you know. It's like because I actually said to Callie, I have no idea who this is for, but let's turn it on and see if they like it. They lasted 45 seconds, and they had zero interest in that at all.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving Day Parade, get the fudge out of here.
Right.
Ridiculous. Who gives a crap? Santa Claus, they really enjoyed so much that they watched 1, 2, and 3, and then asked the next night or whatever it was, 4 days later or whatever it was, if they could watch it again. They wanted to watch the one with the Santa Claus. And then they sat on the couch next to one another and just laughed. Hysterical the whole freaking time.
Wow.
Which is amazing because they're 3 and 4 and they're just rambunctious and they're chaotic and crazy, and most of the time they're beating on my spine and trying to kill me. Having the time of their life over the Santa
And
Claus
held their
movie.
interest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My kids are the same way. In my house, it's a Pizza Movie Friday. We've been doing this for years.
Yep.
We get a pizza from Slice On Oak, eat it, watch a movie,
Yep.
go to bed. Friday night, end of the week, relax. But we have our rotation. Like in December, we're watching Christmas movies.
Yep.
In October, we're watching Halloween movies, right? We watch Hocus Pocus every year. We watch the Santa Claus every year. And my kids love the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
They'll want to watch that in the summer when we're supposed to be watching The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna have to try that on my kids. I don't think. Oh, well, honestly, if I would take Christmas Story. You know, if I had to pick one, I would leave the rest for sure. But they got that. They really jived with that one.
I would say of the 3, the Santa Claus movies, the first one I think holds up the best. But it also
Clearly.
it has all of the innuendos and like all that little stuff they would sneak in. I think my favorite part of watching it now was it starts off with, as I said, a Christmas party celebrated another successful year. Takes place on Christmas Eve, but it starts off and they're at their Christmas party, and it's Tim Allen and a female actress, and then they both go up and they're going to give a speech, and she starts and he just takes the microphone away from her and goes, just just right out of her hands. All right, enough of that shit. Cuts right to, if your families were here, so-and-so's secretary wouldn't be sitting on his lap. It cuts right to that. And I was like, oh,
Whoa.
man, the 90s were
Oh,
a different
That's
time.
it. We didn't even notice.
Get these women out of
even
here.
notice.
Just kicking it hardcore right on the. But other than that, I think that movie is actually fantastic. It's a really good movie. Die Hard is the best Christmas movie. We've said this 1,000 times. But I just love Christmas movies. I'm actually one that will immediately turn them on. So I go heavy into Planes, Trains, and Automobiles right away. Thanksgiving, that's when you watch Planes, Trains, and Automobile. I freaking love that movie. I was disappointed that my kids are too young, obviously, for the best scene of the movie, which is where he just says the F word 45 times. So I had to skip over that, and I was like, oh, it's the best part of the movie. You don't want to skip that. But then I always just dive into ask the family what they want to watch. And I was upset that I came home and my daughter was at home with my 4-year-old son, and they were watching Home Alone. And I was upset. So that is the best Christmas movie because I was actually upset that they had already watched it.
It's pretty perfect.
Yeah,
It's definitely one, after watching it on VHS over and over and then watching it as like frame for frame.
Yeah.
When the rubber boots enter the room. Man, and there's just little me at the same age just hanging by the back of my coat on a door with these crazy people trying to bite my fingers off. It's real.
Every time
That's a horror movie.
Score,
It's real.
the
shit.
score
yeah.
Really
of Home
great
Alone
score.
really is just that's Christmas.
And that's
right there.
John Williams, correct?
It is John Williams.
We played a game
and they got
years
John,
ago.
and that was a low budget crap
Yeah.
movie that they
Yeah.
somehow got John Williams to sign on to.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
So have you watched any of the documentaries about the making of it where they show that they rented out a school that had closed, and so everything was filmed in this school? They built that house.
They built the inside of the house
Yeah.
in the gym.
in the gym, but then they also, for the parts where they had to flood the next door neighbor's house, they built that in the pool. So they actually built that down in the pool so they could flood it.
That's legit
Yeah.
low budget.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh my God.
And their offices were, so they used this school as like their whole home base. That's where all their offices were for the movie and everything. It's just crazy. It's actually a really cool story. And I'm a huge
If you have Netflix, it's the
yeah.
the movies that
made us.
Oh,
the movies that made us. They
Yep.
have
One
a
of
they
that?
have a Home Alone episode.
awesome.
And it's an excellent story.
Yeah.
I got to make a film nerd recommendation.
Okay.
The Apartment from 1960. Has anybody seen this? This is okay.
I'm trying to think.
This is why it's.
Hold on, though.
Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine. It's directed by Billy Wilder. And God, who was the dad on my? Oh my God, I can't remember the name of that. It's weird. It's about a guy who the executives at his big company in New York just use his apartment to hook up with girls and
nice.
hide from their wives, and he's like this pushover. And then it deals with like there's like suicide attempts and depression and all this stuff. This is Jack Lemmon. This is like a 1960s Hollywood movie, and there's themes of like alcoholism and a love story and all this stuff. But like a really mainstream like 60s Hollywood movie. Another thing, like Die Hard, it takes place on Christmas.
Of course.
Is it a Christmas movie? Of course it is.
That might be the best Christmas movie I'm going to
Yeah.
In the 60s, though, the difference between being an alcoholic and not being an alcoholic was, did you eat the olive when you were done?
Right.
You're not an
Right.
alcoholic if you ate the olive. That's a
Lick
meal.
the plate, coward.
Scott, go. We'll just finish off this episode. What is the best Christmas movie, or what is your favorite Christmas movie? Either one.
I mean, obviously, Die Hard and Home Alone are
that's
one
two.
1A, 1B. 1A, 1B.
Same theme. Same thing.
My kid has watched. There's two Santa movies where Kurt Russell
Oh
is
yeah,
Santa
those
Claus.
those are Netflix movies. Yeah,
those
they're
are
not bad.
Those are an acceptable Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Also, Klaus, the animated
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Christmas movie?
Yep.
Seen it.
fantastic.
Oh really?
Really, really good.
So I have a weird thing with all the like classic Christmas movies because I only watched them when we were at Grandma Chris's house, and it was always 1,000,000,000 degrees next to that fire, tiny little TV, always really quiet. So you're like sitting up next to this, and so all of those movies are just like uncomfortable for me. I just feel sweaty and like something's like there's good food being cooked, but right now I just really want it to not be so hot in this room. So all of those. Rudolph, all of those. Excellent choices. I appreciate all
Yes,
of those.
I highly recommend that Klaus movie.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know if I'm familiar or not. When's it from?
I don't know, probably like 5 years ago.
Oh, then I'm not familiar.
It's relatively recent.
I'm gonna check it out. Just to end the episode super fast, have you seen the trailer for the Christmas movie that they're touting as Die Hard meets the Santa Claus? I believe it. No, Die Hard meets Home Alone. So it's the guy from
David Harbour movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm 100% sold on that.
So excited.
I
What is it called?
I don't remember. Like something night. Like
It's yeah.
yeah, like Violent Night or something like that.
Yes. Some pun. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that and I immediately said I'm 100% in. Super bloody, a dude dressed as Santa Claus, terrorists, just leaning all the way into. Yeah, this is you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie? All right, we'll go Die Hard as a Christmas movie. So I'm gonna go see that in the theater. I actually
really cheesy action movie quips, you know, with his bloody face and Santa hat and everything.
Is it by the Workaholics guys?
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
Probably. I'm 100% in on that. So, this has been a good episode. We're gonna bring you back again, Steve. We're gonna try another round of you coming up with something, and then we're gonna hold you to it.
Yeah. Something that's not dependent on a dead holiday.
Or
doesn't exist
or
anymore.
Dead people during a
Right.
holiday.
Yeah.
Or
Don't
dead
have
people.
him do something for like Columbus Day. We don't celebrate Columbus Day in the podcast.
All right, Scotty, over to you. Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
And thank you to Gabriel Johnson.
Thanks, Dave. It's always fun.
It's always a good time. And over to Steven McKnight. Thank you as well, sir.
Always a pleasure.
You get the last word. Good enough. We're done. Have to edit that just a little bit. Well, come on. What was that all about?
What the fuck is going on?
I mean, dear God. I do have an elephant sound effect, so we'll just throw that in real quick while people are crashing. So it's not.
Don't edit. Just throw the elephant noise in every time. Just in the background.
Yeah, people are. We had one guy that was asking about what's up with the sneeze, because my sister, when she came on, it was episode 7, I believe. She just had a sneeze attack. Like she just kept sneezing over and over and over again. And so
No, that's fucking censor.
Yeah, so every time that Gabe says the F word, we the only two I do is fucking shit.
Yeah.
So good luck figuring out which ones those were.
All right.
No. I may have to put the elephant noise over that.
Yeah.
Shut down! That's it!